Hello and welcome to Dallo News. This month it was the 50th anniversary of the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, Qatar and Bahrain. And we made a report about it, which you are now going to see. This month it was the 50th anniversary of the United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Bahrain. But what is the history of these countries? It used to dry, poor, no water and part of the British Kingdom. It was not until December 5th, 1970 that the British colonizers left the United Arab Emirates. Emirati Sheikh Zayed turned 7 Emiratis that known Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah and 4 others into one country. Each Emirati has its own rules of government and resources. Emirati of Abu Dhabi, which is capital Abu Dhabi, became the capital of the United Arab Emirates, where the ruler of Abu Dhabi became the president of the UAE and the ruler of the popular Dubai Emirate became the prime minister. Then we move to Qatar. Qatar is a small point in the Arabian Gulf. On December 18, 1970, the British also left and Qatar was able to rule itself. But instead of a federal regime in the Emirates, Qatar was ruled by one family, the Al Thani family. The ruler of Qatar is also known as the Emir of Qatar. And now we go to Bahrain. Bahrain gained independence on December 15, 1970 from those same colonizers. Bahrain is a tiny country in the Arabian Gulf that you can't even see on the world map. Bahrain is basically unknown until protests erupted in 2011 called the Arab Spring. But we know that this spring was financed and supported by Iran, who allowed the government of those countries loyal to Iran's enemy, Saudi Arabia, to expel its own agenda and authority. Iran did this in Yemen, Syria and Iraq. But this spring could not overthrow the Bahraini king. Although Bahrain and the Emirates are best friends, Qatar still has support from Turkey and recently from Saudi Arabia. These 3 Gulf states have grown tremendously, especially Dubai from the United Arab Emirates. I look forward to 2070 when these countries celebrate their 100-year anniversary. Abdi Karim, Dallo News. Fighting in Bosaso, you can see it next. Somali opposition accuses the federal government of failed elections. Southwest President Abdulaziz left the Queen visited Jubilee's capital. And Somali Prime Minister fires 2 ministers. Tensions have arisen between Lebanon and Saudi Arabia. This month, the Saudis expelled the Lebanon's ambassador to Saudi Arabia. Lebanon's minister withdrew after Lebanon's prime minister, called George Qaddafi, criticized Saudi interventions in Yemen. This month there has been clashes in Puntland's port city, commercial capital, Bosaso. The fighting was between the most powerful forces in Somalia, the Puntland Security Forces, PSF, trained by the most powerful army in the world, the United States, and supported by the Somali federal government in Mogadishu, and was fighting against the forces loyal to Puntland's president Said Abdullahi Deni. Somali President Mohamed Lai Mohammed calls to an end of the fighting in Bosaso, as thousands of people flee the port city every day. This move was supported by 2 former presidents of Puntland and a prime minister who has been 2nd-time prime minister of Somalia, called Omar Abdulrashid Ali Sharmarke. And although the clashes have now been temporarily stopped, thousands of people have already fled this city. Qatar arrests an activist who calls for work rights. You can see it next. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman made his first visit to Qatar's capital Doha. A Dutchman wins Formula 1 in Abu Dhabi. And the ruler of Dubai has to pay his ex-wife £554. Qatar arrests an activist who calls for workers' rights. Qatar has often been accused by Human Rights and Amnesty International of violating human rights. And even though Qatar has done its best to reduce it, it was not enough. The 2022 World Cup will be played in the second quarter of 2022 next year because it can reach 50 degrees in the summer. The weather in Somalia remains warm, and especially in Baydhaba it can reach 36 degrees. And this was daily news for this month, and also the last of 2031. We'll be back next month in the new year. Bye bye!